Hello there, Purple Banditos, and welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Glazed. I'm PurpleRodri. Last time, we arrived here in Whitewood City, and in today's episode, we're gonna go ahead and see if we can find Jasmine. Now, if you guys remember, we talked to Whitney, and she told us that Jasmine is somewhere here in the Church of Alpha, so let's go ahead and make our way inside. To close today's service, I'd like to read a passage from the Book of Divictus, chapter 27, verse 19. And Diamond ascended Mount Summit and cried to the heavens the pain of his people, and Arceus did hear his pain. In a glow of light, Arceus descended from the heavens and confronted Diamond. I have heard that sorrow in your voice, Diamond. I shall send forth a bountiful season this year, and your people shall be fed. I shall continue to provide your people with sustenance, but you must never take this for granted. Always remember your god, Arceus. Let us pray. Amen. This concludes today's service. Many thanks to Jan for preparing Sunday's breakfast. I speak for all of us when I say it was spectacular. May Arceus be with you. So it looks like Pius has just kind of finished doing his thing, kind of finished running his service, and it looks like he still remembers us from Sprout Tower. Now, last time we saw Jasmine, we saw her fly off with this guy, so it has to be that she's somewhere around here. Please excuse me, I have to go. Alright, well, see you later, Pius?
Pious sir, there's been an issue with the woman. People in the graveyard have begun.
Quiet, child. Accompany me to my office. We'll talk there away from prying ears. So it looks like there's something going on in the graveyard. Now, let's go ahead and check that out. Also, once again, thank you guys for your tips and your comments. Make sure you guys give this video a like. It's much appreciated.
Have you learned anything, Rodri? One of the deacons mentioned something about the graveyard. Maybe there's a secret entrance in there. Let's go look.
Let's go ahead and check out the graveyard then. It would be kind of cool if there is a secret entrance here. It seems like there are a bunch of different groups here in the Glazed region, I'd like to call it, since there are 3 parts to this place. And it looks like it's not only in Johto, but in Tuna that they have all these little weird organizations going on. With that though, guys, we have found the secret passage, so let's go ahead and make our way inside of there. I hope you guys are enjoying your weekend. I've actually been having a pretty good weekend. Been watching a lot of the League of Legends playoffs. Just kind of relaxing and just getting back into the swing of things. As I told you guys, I'm back in Chicago now, so it took a little bit of getting used to, but I finally got everything set up, so it feels much nicer to have everything ready. Now, let's see. It looks like we're gonna have a battle. Okay, so these guys are actually way lower level than our other ones, so let's take them on. And with that, guys, Rover is evolving. So I've actually gone ahead and trained Rover. I told you guys that I was going to be doing this. We need to evolve Rover as soon as possible so that I can train it up. And that's what I'm going to be doing right after this. I'll be catching up Rover in levels to everybody else. And then we'll be able to use Rover in more battles. And just, get Rover in the mix. Get them in there just fighting around. I think Rover's going to be a great addition to the team. So congratulations, our Rover evolved into Sceptile. So now we are also set with a Sceptile, guys. And as I was saying to you, we are going to be good to go. We are going to be ready. We found the red key, and now I've actually gone ahead and thought about this. This place is going to be a little bit of a puzzle with a bunch of different locks and keys that we're going to have to find, and that's actually really, really cool. So let's go ahead and take this guy on. I'm actually really excited to do a puzzly area. Like I mentioned to you guys before, I've noticed that a lot in Pokemon Glazed, that they've gone ahead and expanded a little bit from Pokemon and made it a little more puzzly, and that's something that I've really enjoyed. I love when you get to just use your brain, once in a while you just gotta go ahead and try it. With that though, we're looking for a yellow key as well. Oh, there we go, we have the red key. So this is the red door. Let's see what's going on. It looks like we're gonna have a couple battles. Okay, let's take this person on too. Our Pokemon are so amazing. Let's battle this guy. Okay, so easy does it, guys. Those were pretty simple battles, and it looks like we have made it to the back of the Church of Alpha, and it looks like they've been keeping a couple people prisoner here. It looks like we need a passcode in order to open up this place. Now, we actually haven't obtained a passcode yet, so I really have no idea what it is. Hopefully, we'll be finding it, but who is that in there? Oh my goodness, that actually looks like it's Jasmine.
Oh, Rodri, I'm so glad to see you here. That man, he's just awful. He got mad because I don't know where Celebi is and he locked me up. Yo, you're going to free me, but the cell's locked by a password. I managed to grab a key from a guard.
Well, hand it over. Hurry up. Let's go ahead and do this. With that, we got the blue key, so now we need to go ahead and find the blue door as well as a password. So little by little, we're finding out more about this place, and it looks like there's going to be a little more to this puzzle than meets the eye. Now, I love this. These are the types of puzzles that really brighten my day. I love going through these and having to figure things out. I don't know if that's how it was for you guys, but when I played Luigi's Mansion for the first time, the original Luigi's Mansion, I thought it was going to be one of those games that I wasn't really that into, but then I started playing it and finding out about the doors and the keys and unlocking everything, and this is what it feels like here today. It looks like we're kind of just exploring around, just grabbing keys and just unlocking what we need to find how to continue on to other rooms. That's really, really cool, so I gotta give props to that. I love when we get to see that. I actually haven't played fully through Luigi's Mansion 2. I don't know what it is. I think just the fact that they changed it into multiple mansions kind of threw me off a little bit, but I should probably sit down and knock that game out. It's one of those games that I should get around to beating, but I just haven't yet. I don't know why. It's just one of those games that once in a while, you'll start off playing it a lot, and you'll be enjoying it. You'll be like, this game is awesome, and then for some reason or another, you just end up slowing down on it and don't end up getting around to beating it. I feel like I've done that with a couple games when I'm just playing them randomly by myself. We also seem to have found a password too, guys. So it was pretty simple. If you just talk to that one guy, he'll give it to you, and you'll be good to go. Hopefully, Jasmine will even give us her badge today, because that would be really, really nice. So let's go ahead and put in the password. Now, it was just behind the gravestone, and it's a pretty simple one. So with that, guys, it looks like we have opened the gate, and Jasmine is free.
Oh, thank you so much. You're a lifesaver, that's for sure. I know we can just leave quietly, but I don't want to leave Pius's actions unpunished. I've seen him go to his office this way. It's no good. The door's locked.
Who would have thought? We're gonna have to find another key. So let's go ahead and explore around then. There has to be another key here somewhere. We are so close to taking on Pius and just figuring everything out. I'm kind of surprised Team Fusion hasn't shown up here at this point, because it looks like everybody's just going for it and just kind of just, you know, going around here just doing whatever they want to do. I don't know about you, but it looked like the donut region had a little bit more protection for their citizens, because so far here in Johto, these organizations are just sitting here doing whatever they want, and that's a little bit strange. That's not the Johto I remember, but it's also changed quite a bit already. As you guys know, we've just found out that Whitney is an Elite Four member, and there's just a whole lot of difference here in Johto since the last time we explored it. And this is just the beginning. I'm excited to see what else has changed around this place. I'm gonna head back inside of the church though. Hopefully somebody in here will have a key, because I'm actually not sure who's gonna have the last key so we can go in there and take on Pius. Doesn't look like there's anything in here, and I'm kind of surprised. I really thought we were gonna have to come back in here and do this. Now, as I was telling you guys earlier, I'm just getting back into the swing of things here in Chicago, but one of the things that I really gotta give credit to is the weather. I came here knowing that it was gonna be colder than El Salvador, but I gotta tell you guys, the weather here has been so nice and so fantastic. I love hoodie weather, where you can just wear a nice comfy hoodie, a couple jeans, and just hang out, and that's my favorite type of weather. That's pretty much what we're having here right now. So having that has been a lovely time. I love just being able to open up my window a little bit, just kind of hang out and relax, just enjoy the breeze, you know, to put a little bit of, just make a room a little bit cooler, a little bit chiller. I love that, and being able to just watch TV and hang out. It's nice to have your own space. I gotta tell you guys that. I love my time in El Salvador, but I also love when I'm able to get back to my room and just spend a little bit of a lazy time, kind of just hanging around and just doing my own thing. I think we all definitely need to have that time once in a while, because it just kind of helps us out. You know, like they usually say, a vacation from a vacation, and that actually makes quite a bit of sense.
Rodri, I'd like to fight alongside you.
So it looks like Jasmine wants to fight with us, and that'll be really, really cool, actually. So we might have a doubles battle coming up. Well, if this isn't a surprise, the snot-nosed brat managed to find you, Miss Jasmine. I must say I'm impressed. Well, what is it you want? You freed your friends, so why aren't you long gone?
What you did to me here was wrong. I may be a shy girl, but I'm also a gym leader, and I won't take that lightly.
Huh, weren't my accommodations more than enough? Well, I'm very sorry to hear that. But 2-on-1, that's hardly fair. Yeah, dude, that actually does... Oh, no, he's gonna bring in the old man into this. I feel so bad for Sexton. He seems like a nice guy that doesn't even know what's going on. He's like, is it alright for you guys to be ready for this battle? I am ready for this battle. It looks like we're gonna get to choose which Pokemon we want to have out. So I'm gonna go ahead and send out Hedwig. As you guys know, Jasmine has a bunch of steel types, so I'm sure that we need to find Pokemon that are going to mesh with them. It looks like we can only register 3 Pokemon, and here we go, guys. Rodri and Jasmine versus Pius and Sexton, and it looks like we have our 6 Pokemon ready to go, and I think this will be a good 6. So let's go ahead and try this out. This is the first time we've actually had a battle this way. We've never usually teamed up with someone and got the chance to choose our Pokemon, so that's something a little bit different. That's gonna take a little getting used to. I gotta tell you guys, I haven't really experienced that before, so we'll have to see. Now, the good thing is that I'm really glad that she sent out Steelix. I guess we kind of had that synced up a little bit, because now Steelix will be able to go for the Earthquake, and we'll be able to just chill and use our usual strategy of just have one of our flying types just kind of hang around and just mess with them and throw out damage. And now the cool thing is that our Hedwig has a bunch of moves that can just completely mess with these Pokemon, and that's what I'm really excited about. If I can just hypnosis all these Pokemon, I'm sure that Steelix will be able to just KO everybody, as you guys are able to tell. I love these strategies. I love when we can combine our Pokemon and have these little bit of deadly duo battles. It's always a lot of fun to see. Now, I'm still setting up my room, guys. As I said to you, I'm still getting everything in order. But you know, one of the things that I realized that I should probably stop doing before I leave on trips is kind of just leave my clothes everywhere. Although they're clean, when I go to pack, I just leave my clothes on my bed, on the floor, everywhere, pack what I need, and I just go. So when I come back home, it's like, oh yay, I totally forgot that I made a mess before I left, so now I have to clean it up. So I advise you guys, be a little more clean than me there. Organize your clothes a little bit better. You're gonna have a mess to deal with when you come back home. I'm sitting here having to fold all my clothes and catch up on everything, pretty much unpacking my suitcase, and it's taking a while. I probably just need to sit down this afternoon and just knock it out. You know, lucky for me, as I said, it's a lovely afternoon, so I can just sit back, watch a little bit of TV, and hang around. It's cool. I've been watching a lot of esports recently. As I tell you guys, I play a lot of League of Legends, so I also love watching it, and I like the fact that the guys here also watch it, so it's something that we can always talk about. So it's almost like crazy to think about now how much sports have evolved. The fact that esports are such a huge thing now, and I just like throw it on my TV and just sit there and watch it, kind of like when I was growing up and my parents would just sit there and just throw on a basketball game or something. My uncle would constantly be throwing on soccer games and things like that. Nowadays, it's something that I'm sitting here doing with esports, and it's really, really cool. I gotta tell you guys that. Those are the things that I'm most enjoying being back. You know, it's crazy to think about. It's those little things that you just feel so happy to have back. For me, it's like fast internet, my computer, you know, my bed, my TV, just little things like that that you really learn to appreciate. And it's awesome, you know, having your own little space to do that. I gotta tell you guys, you know, if you have your own room and you have it full of your own toys and all your awesome games and stuff, enjoy it, because it's really amazing to just have your own little comfort zone, your own little place to hang out and chill. I'm making the most of it, definitely, and I'm just happy to be back here and to be able to just chill and play games with you guys and just relax. That's what life's all about, so I always have a blast getting to do that. Now, it looks like we've actually been doing a really good job taking down these Pokemon. I'm really not worried at all so far, since we did train our Pokemon so high level. Everybody's like 64, 65. Hedwig is 67, which is a monster level up. I think we'll be absolutely good going into Whitewood City, so I'm not going to be training our Pokemon up anymore. I'm going to leave them where they're at, and let's hope that those levels will be enough to handle, you know, hopefully the next 2 gyms. I think we'll be good. So I'm pretty confident that our Pokemon are going to be okay. So it looks like it is down to a Pidgeot. Let's see what's going to come out now. It's going to be a Noctowl. Very nice. So we have a little bit of Noctowl action, but it looks like the Steelix isn't going to be as helpful as it once was. So I'm going to go ahead and switch out to RSP. Hopefully RSP will be able to knock out one of these flying types, and then we'll be good to go. Who would have thought that this Pius Sexton fight would actually turn out to be a lot harder than expected? I thought that Pius was going to be a little bit easier because he's such a, you know, relaxed guy. He seems to give that off. He's sitting here preaching to his church, just doing his thing, being a nice guy, but he turns out to have actually really strong Pokemon that are going to be a little bit more difficult to take down. I also wish that Jasmine could switch out her Pokemon a little bit. That could definitely help us out if her Steelix would sit here and start putting in some work with that though, super effective. Hopefully we will stay up, but it looks like all the Pokemon are targeting us, so our SP is going to go down. Now, another thing that I've actually been meaning to talk to you guys about is the fact that I have tried to use a Thunderstone on RSP, guys, and it doesn't work. So I don't think there's a way to evolve RSP. Now, if you guys maybe know of a way, maybe there's something in this game that does allow you to evolve RSP. As I am playing through Pokemon Glazed for the first time, these are some of the things I don't really know. So if you guys have any idea about that, let me know in the comments. I read them all, and like I always tell you guys, they're much appreciated. So make sure you guys let me know. Maybe you know a couple secrets about RSP. Maybe there's something going on with a Scarf that will allow us to evolve him. Who knows? Because if we could evolve our RSP into an RSR, you know what I'm saying? A Red Scarf Raichu? I think that would be really, really awesome, and I would be really happy about that, especially because I really like Raichu, and I think it would be an awesome addition to our team. It looks like Noctowl is going to be one of the last Pokemon that Pius has out. This actually has been I like how the Steelix isn't doing absolutely anything, but I like the fact that this was actually a little bit more difficult of a battle. You know, the easier ones aren't as fun. Whenever you get the chance to mix up your Pokemon, especially with one of the NPCs, that is so cool. I love the fact that Jasmine was in the mix of this and that we had a doubles battle going on. With that, guys, we defeated the 2 alpha dudes, and it looks like we gained a bunch of XP and money for winning.
How can we have lost? We are on the side of Arceus. Perhaps he's testing us. It must be so. Sexton, I'm placing you in charge while I begin some important business. If I don't see you in this life, then I will see you in the next. I knew we could win that. Man is just so rotten. He thinks he's better than the rest of us because he's on the side of Arceus. It's just awful. I can't thank you enough for everything you did. I better head back to my gym now.
I think you forgot something.
I completely forgot. With all this trouble between Team Fusion and Pius, I never gave you a reward for defeating me. Here you go.
So with that, guys, we have obtained the Mineral Badge. Now we officially have all 5 of our badges here in the Johto region. 3 more to go. We also obtained TM47, and we will have to check out what the Steel Wing. So that's something that we can teach to Hedwig or RSP, because RSP can magically learn every single move. So that's another fun fact for you guys. So with that, guys, Jasmine has headed out, and it looks like we are going to be done here for today.
I knew you could do it, Rodri. Good thing I ran into you since I was kind of useless. I have to head back to the league now. Bye.
See you later, Whitney, and I hope we will be taking you on very soon. I'm excited to see how much Whitney has actually improved now that she's an Elite Four member. I think that's also going to be really cool for us to see. With that, though, guys, it looks like we're done here in the Church of Alpha. Next time, we will continue from Whitewood City and make our way into the Whitewood Gym, which is something that we've been waiting for. So make sure you guys give this video a like, leave me some tips and some comments on what's coming up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Goodbye.